gold is currently making a historic run over $2,000 recently. This is the weekly chart for gold futures, currently trading at 2,050 with a high all the way up there at 2,089. You can see way back in 2011, the high for gold was the price right here at 1,900, and you can see the overall run that gold has made since 1975. A couple of big pops, a couple of little drops, but overall the price of gold has been continuously going higher in the bigger picture here. This is the weekly chart. If you look at the monthly chart, it looks a little bit better here. Had a couple little pullbacks, but overall, you had a few years where gold kind of just went sideways. But recently, with the USA printing more and more money every single day, it seems that everybody's starting to think that inflation could be a major issue. Today, we're going to talk about a publicly traded company in Canada called DLTA, Delta, and look at some of their recent mines, some of the news coming around this company, and why this could be a good opportunity to buy this stock and kind of look for some opportunity, some value here as the rest of the world starts to really starts to think about inflation and starts to think about maybe they should start buying gold as a hedge against inflation. So we'll take a look at the company and what's going on, the news and all that fun stuff right here in this video. So make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Right behind me, you can see this is the DLTA Delta chart. This is publicly traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange for my Canadian fans and other people out there who can also, I think there's multiple brokers that will allow you to buy these stocks in other countries as well. So TSXX, this made a move recently back there in April of 2020. It was 8 cents, and now these are daily candles up there to 45 cents. And I don't know about you guys, but it's starting to look like a little bit of a bull flag here. So looking for a break over probably like 47. Kind of just, you could just draw a bull flag on there, couldn't you? Couldn't you just draw a bull flag? Look at this. You could just draw a bull flag on it just like that. Looking like she wants to pop to the upside. As long as gold keeps pushing and starts to squeeze, well, there's a good chance that this wants to move higher here as well. But let's just take a look at what is going on with this company and what you should know and all of that fun stuff. So now the company recently announced a great grab samples from its Delta 2 property with an 8.66 gold / T of gold. I think it's basically 8.66 grams of gold per ton of dirt that is excavated or moved or all that fun stuff. And it's also got 190 grams total per ton of silver and 3.94% copper. Now, where this property is located is one of the hottest spots in the province of Quebec, if not Canada. Quebec is a very friendly province, so it should be noted that every dollar spent in mining in Quebec, companies get 28% back. But if you include taxes, it's 41%. So if you spend $1 million, you get back $410,000 as a company. Delta 2 property is 1.5 kilometers away from a previous mine, the Limon mine, now which produced 757 tons of ore, grading 9.52 ZN4. I don't even know all the numbers here, but they were getting 82.26 gold per ton. Now, so looking at a recent press release from July 28th, here you guys can see they talk about their initial results from a rock sampling program at the Snowfall Gold Discovery. In June 2020, Delta geologists, with the help of a team of consultants from the Lauritania, these names, exploration and local prospectors carried out a bedrock mapping and sampling program coupled with boulder tracing at the Delta 2 property in Quebec. Part of the program covered the site of Snowfall Gold Occurrence, a discovery made through prospecting in November of 2019. One additional mineralized outcrop and one mineralized boulder have been located at the site and sample results as follows. So you can see that's from Snowfall. These are some of the outcropping, and those are the results right there. Again, I'm no expert by any means here. The mineralized samples have now been discovered over a north/south direction of 184 meters, and that's also saying And it's also news that at Snowfall, and there's also news that Snowfall that there are high copper and silver values. You can see this is actually a picture of the area that they're looking to mine. And as you can see up here at the top of that map, this is that mine they were talking about, that Limon mine, and this is where they're finding gold at. So not very far from that other mine that produced all that gold already. So obviously a hot area to keep an eye on here for this company. Now, is that the company received approval on the sale of one of its properties for $1.7 million, which it already received $100,000 and will receive installments as follows. They're going to make $250,000 90 days after receiving the exchange approval, $350,000 200 days after receiving exchange approval, and $450,000 no later than June 21st, and another $550,000 no later than September 1st, 2021. So that's big news here for getting that cash payment for the company. That's big news there for Delta Resources receiving that $100,000 cash payment there July 23rd. And it's talking about this deal here for this property that they're selling. So they got money coming in, and with the prices of gold and the overall precious silver's actually making a move too. Silver's making a move. Look at this. Look at silver here. Silver's making a big move as well. So silver's up to almost $30, going from $14 up there to $30. So gold, silver, copper, everything precious metal wise has been booming. And as you can see, Delta, this company here, the stock price booming as well. Another news, obviously the good news about selling this property that they have for $1.7 million is it allows them to raise cash, fund the business while they're mining, while the day-to-day needs to be done. And this allows them to raise cash without diluting shareholders. And the company is expecting additional grab samples from the drilling to start in the fall. So they're working on getting more samples out of the Delta 2 property that they have there and looking to really dig into what is going on there. They've got big news here. They sold the property for $1.7 million. They've got money to operate cash, and they are getting very good results out of this mine, the Delta 2 property that we talked about here already. So the samples look good. They've got some cash to burn. They've got cash to stay alive while they get this next property up and running and getting all the samples back and making sure that everything is ready to go in terms of getting the mining property and everything off of the ground there. And they've got an overall, their website looks pretty good. They've got a decent website here. You can see Delta Resources Limited. So they're not just a they're not just a fly-by-night kind of company. And as it says about us here, Delta Resources is a new Canadian mineral exploration company born at the end of June 2019. The company is focused on growing shareholder value through the acquisition of high potential gold and base metal projects in Canada, exploring these projects with state-of-the-art methods and potentially developing these projects into mines. Delta is currently focused on exploring its high potential data Delta 1 and Delta 2 projects, respectively, in the Thunder Bay area of Ontario and the Mining Camp area of Quebec, while evaluating other projects in Canada deemed to have strong potential for new discoveries. Now, Delta owns 100% of its interest in the Bellechasse Timmins gold property and deposit located in the Bios, these names, region of southeastern Quebec, Canada. The Bellechasse Timmins deposit contains 43 to 101 compliant gold resource of 171 ounces at the average grade of 1.3 grams per ton gold indicated category. So more numbers there, but that's the big news. And like I said here, again, highlighting the $1.7 million payable over a period of 15 months after signing that deal and getting that deal done. So that was the big news. So they are not having to dilute shareholders, and they're raising capital to keep the business going with the Delta and Delta 1-2 properties. And as you can see here, you can actually go on their website and check out the properties themselves. They've got the 2 properties. They've got the 3 properties, actually. They got Delta 1 here, and you can see the maps. You can read all about it. And they've got the Delta 2 as well. The big news from Delta 2 recently with those recent samples that they've had. So a lot of stuff going on with this company. Check them out. It's DLTA on the Toronto Stock. There's a lot of stuff going on with this company here. DLTA. Check them out on the Toronto Stock Exchange. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below.